California Governor Gavin Newsom backtracking on his calls to grant undocumented immigrants free health insurance. Now, he says the sharp policy shift is an effort to balance the Golden State's budget. And California GOP chairwoman Corrin Rankin joins me now. Well, isn't this a turn of events? Let's listen to the sound from when he thought this was a great idea.
The governor intends to fund $3.4 billion to provide health care for illegal immigrants. Is that correct?
Included in the budget and maintained in the budget is the expansion of Medi-Cal to all populations. My
concern is, I'd love to provide health care to everyone. We just can't afford it. Is there any limit to how many people can sign up for this new program? It's an entitlement.
In regards to eligibility, I don't believe there is any requirement or lack of a requirement.
But Corrin, now in the New York Times, it says that it's been clear for months that Medi-Cal has been spending billions of dollars more than expected, raising questions about whether the state can afford to carry on with its progressive ambitions. What say you today?
I say it's, typical Gavin Newsom. He's backpedaling. Even he knows that his policies that he's championed for his entire tenure are an utter failure. And, Californians are now starting to connect the dots. They know that the Democrat policies in California have failed. And he's trying to do this because he possibly wants to run for president one day. But there's no way voters in Ohio and Pennsylvania are going to fall for his rebranding trick.
Okay, so I'm curious what you think about this. Let me put up this presidential election of 2020. 3% of people in California said immigration was the top issue for their vote. But in 2024, that was up to 16%. That might not sound like all that high, but look at the jump, right, in just 4 years. So what happened? One, you had Biden's policies, but also Newsom's policies. When he first announced this, what was the reaction writ large in the state? Did they like the idea? They want to be welcoming, or were they initially skeptical?
I think everybody wants to be welcoming initially. California and the United States, we're a land of immigrants, and we want to welcome people. But when you start diving into these policies and you have open borders and, a government's first responsibility is to keep Americans safe. And that's not happening with these open border policies. And again, voters are connecting the dots. They're seeing that California has over time become less and less safe and more unsustainable.
Okay, I want to take you a little bit bigger picture. Gavin Newsom has been having some changes of late in his policies. He was considered a progressive before. Watch.
Emergency is nothing more than a manufactured crisis, and California will not be part of this political theater.
If we can just get everybody vaccinated that's not vaccinated, that's refusing to get vaccinated, that's living vaccine-free and impacting the rest of us. It's like drunk drivers.
This is organized theft. These are organized gangs of people. They're organized groups of folks that move from site to site.
What do you think about his change of heart now? He's got his podcast. He's walking things back, including on trans playing in girls' sports. How's it going in California?
Well, it's a failure. Everything he's championed has been an utter failure. He's trying to rebrand himself to become a moderate because even he sees that his policies that he's championed for years have become a failure. Saying that you can't call people a gang, it's time to call balls and strikes. Members of gangs are members of gangs, and they're making Californians less and less safe. The budget is inflated, and Californians are starting to wake up and realize that these policies are not making our state better.
Well, he's going to try. He's trying something. We keep an eye on it, and we appreciate you coming on. Corrin Rankin, appreciate you. Thanks.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.